Hey y'all, Hermes the Nerd here, coming back to you with another MTGO League, trying to get that elusive 5-0, and yeah, before we dive in, I just wanted to give kind of a heads up with some of the changes that we have made, both the main and the side. So obviously the 24 lands from our experimentation on MTGA works out. So we do have that torch in the main. Back on 2 Sheoldred's Edict, it just... the sorcery speed on Molten Collapse I wasn't really feeling it. And now, because Archfiend is more of a known quantity, we're trimming back down to 2 from the full 4. And then we are going back up to the full 4 Bloodletter and full 4 Annex here. So yeah, that's the main deck. Sideboard, we trim back down to 1 torch, and honestly it's also partly to put in a couple of Abrade here. So Abrade helps us deal with artifacts. In particular, it lets us kill Bankbusters against like the mono black decks that tend to run them. So honestly, like, that's really helpful for us. It lets us get ahead in card advantage and selection that they're not able to really keep up with, especially given our enchantments that they can really struggle to get rid of. And then to make room for both, as I said, 1 torch, the other one's Ashiok. They just weren't coming in enough in matchups, and the matchups that they were coming in for, it wasn't like super duper impactful. And then we are trying out the Pyroclasm as well. So basically all of the changes have been made to the red cards on the board. The black and Rakdos cards are still looking great. Yeah, and I've also been working on a sideboard guide. I have kind of a work in progress initial idea, so I'm going to be referencing that throughout this video while sideboarding. And I'll make sure to link it below. It's going to give you the up-to-date deck list that I'm working on, as well as what changes per matchup I tend to make and what I'm suggesting. Sometimes we'll kind of fudge and switch things around, but for the most part, it should be like that. But yeah, let's see if we can get that 5-0. I'm going to see y'all in the first match as we start this league. Alright, we're on the draw, unfortunately, but... honestly, it's a 4-land hand, but it's a really good 4-land hand. We don't have any interaction, but we do at least have board stabilization early. So we'll be able to go... yeah, we'll be able to go FOMO into either Annex or Fable, depending on what we feel like makes the most sense. So we're definitely keeping. Alright. Blue mana, so this tells me it's either Phoenix or something else. Phoenix, honestly, this is a good hand for playing against Phoenix because, yeah, we're on a tad on the slower side, but Phoenix is going to take a while to get going, so yeah. Alright, and they kept on top. Alright, I'm assuming they're going to be doing Prankster here, so that's fine. Sure, Verge into FOMO. And I think here, since we have 5 lands, we'll ditch the Urborg, or we'll ditch the Urborg because we're honestly going to be fine and we don't want to give them... actually, no, that's such minimal value. I'll get rid of the swamp. So much land. I mean, 24 lands. We still end up flooding like this sometimes, so... But yeah, given that we are flooding, we're going to play Fable first to be able to pitch a bunch of lands to hopefully be able to find some additional action and be able to do some stuff. They just considered it Phoenix in the bin. God. Surveil Phoenix in the bin. 1... you know? Pretty wild. I wonder, are they thinking about possibly killing the FOMO, or... yeah, no, they're holding on. They're gonna try and get their Phoenix out of the bin this turn, so we kind of want to get up to 5 mana. I still want to ditch at least a land because we don't need land number 5 per se, but getting up to Ritual Chamber is going to be helpful here. They're doing the work for us. It's like they're probably shocking here because they want to be able to try and get the Phoenix out. Yep. Alright. No spells. Interesting. I'm just gonna attack first, get a little bit of chip damage in, see what they do. Nothing. Alright, let's Urborg. And I'm actually gonna play Slasher here. Yes, we have card advantage, but they're holding up mana. If they're holding a Spell Pierce, like, we just lose so much advantage. I don't want to get tempoed out like that. Let's let them do their thing. They're probably going to be playing a Picklock Prankster at some point and, you know, getting their Arclight Phoenixes in the bin, finding their spells that they need. There's the Prankster. Oh boy, they got a Cruise and an Act. So I have a feeling they're taking Cruise here because, you know, it's Cruise. It's really, really powerful. And they have enough cards in their yard. They just cast one more spell from hand and they have it. Because they're not going to exile the Phoenix, so. Yep. Alright, let's let them do their thing. Cool. We're coming right back. Cruise time. Yep. Wait, we're playing Fable first because we do want to get the Annex. We want to get the Ritual Chamber in first because it can block the Phoenixes really, really well. Oh, they didn't find a land. Or they just kept to be able to discard the Phoenix. I mean, I'm gonna chip in here. Shreddies. Okay, so they got it. Cool. I mean, they're not going to get the double. They're not going to get the triple spell that they need to bring back the other Phoenix, but that's fine, honestly. Other two Phoenixes. So they're setting up for a double Phoenix next turn. Oh, they just straight up don't have the land. That's really interesting. So we're discarding two chambers here. Yeah, and we're playing our own. And we're just passing. There is the chance that they decide to attack with the Phoenixes, but honestly, that's fine. The next turn, we're for sure attacking with the Goblin Shaman because that'll give us enough mana to activate the Annex 2. This is the thing that's also kind of frustrating about playing against Phoenix is that they kind of monopolize the time. Like, you can kind of see the difference in the amount of time spent on our clocks. Like, I'm casting one spell a turn, trying to be impactful. Not really doing much. Oh! You know, we unfortunately gave them the option to do that. They're playing Prankster here, probably because they're not able to chain spells together. Yep. Cool. So the other Phoenixes aren't coming back again, which is pretty solid. But this Shredder keeps growing, which is a bit annoying. Oh, no, they're playing... Never mind, they were playing the other side of the Prankster. What did they grab? Opt. Okay, so they're going to be able to bring back the other two Phoenixes here. I guess this is probably killing the Goblin Shaman, I would assume. Could also just... It'd be pretty funny if they just chose to all-out attack here. Sure. Block one. So we won't be able to... Oh, cool. Sure. Let's see what you're working with. Double talent spell pierce that they can't use. Okay. Get rid of that. Sure. And we're... Get rid of a talent. So we're not attacking with Slasher here. We know that they don't have any way to deal damage. They have to get rid of two flyers. One of them can die to an axe, but the other one should be okay. Cruise. Sure. So they're going to be able to get the Phoenix back this turn. What's unfortunate is that this Cruise, if it gets them, this Cruise plus Shredder, if it gets them the Axe, we're kind of boned here. We're not going to be able to get through our deck quick enough. Yeah, it takes the Spell Pierce. This is a really tense point in the game. We absolutely need to double block, or need to block with two. Okay, they play their Opt. Nice, they didn't have it. Huge. Okay. I'm kind of hoping that they use this to try and kill the Bloodletter with an Impulse. They have the mana up. Yes! Sick. Cool. They weren't able to do it. Alright. So we got the first win. Torch. Alright. Pulling up the sideboard guide again. So for Phoenix, we're bringing out 2 Fatal Push and the 2 Duress. Not really the best look against them. Also Edicts, because they can always just grab it and grab things back. Obviously bringing in the Torch. Actually, do I want? No, I don't want Misery Shadows. I think I would rather... Yeah, I'd rather have the 2 Fatal Push, actually, over the Misery Shadows. Yeah, so you can see I'm, like, working on my sideboard as I'm going anyway. Of course, Go Blank and Extinction Event are staples against this matchup. Yeah, and then because Bloodletters die to Axe, we do trim 1, but we still have our draw engines, and then, importantly, we still have Archfiends in the deck, so yeah, pretty reasonable removal, actually. Yeah, because they are a Profs deck, I think I want the Edict. 1 Edict over 1 Heartless Act. Plus it can kill Shredders easier. Doing nothing till turn 3 and no guarantee I hit the 3rd land. This is good enough, I think. Drop a Blood Crypt. Oh boy, they're going down to 5. Yeah, this Thoughtseize may just be backbreaking for them. Ooh, and we have our draw engine online. Sure, consider it. Alright, so they keep on top. They put that card in their hand. Prankster, Borer, Cruise. So we definitely take Prankster here. Prankster is their only playable next turn. And like they have Pathway plus Borrower, and they put the Pathway on red. Definitely an instance where we put the Mutavault in play first. So their card was an opt. Not really doing much. And they bottom. So again, that bodes really well for us. Okay, so land and 1 unknown. Yeah, I think actually we play FOMO here, try and bait out the Borrower, and also like filter out a land. Okay, so they didn't cast the Borrower on it. Still 1 unknown. Play Takenuma. Definitely attacking here. think we just put him on notice. I'm assuming they're gonna bounce the Slasher here. I don't think that they want, unless they're just waiting. Yeah, that makes sense. So Borrower out of hand. We know. All right, sleight of hand. Still one unknown. Okay, so I would assume they're probably flashing in Borrower. That's kind of their plan this turn, which is honestly kind of fine. Yeah. I think we just attempt to close here. Yeah, next turn we'll just make a demon. Yep, Borrower into play. So we're gonna just try and trade pressure here. I guess they're... Ah, a Drake, you got it. It's a really bad Drake here. Yeah, they're just gonna get their chip shots in. Yeah, so attack with both here. If they do decide to kill the FOMO, I have Torch up to be able to take care of the Drake. Perfect. Red. Perfect. All right, this should be in good shape. I'm assuming they're gonna blow out the Mutavault here. Yeah, that's fine. Perfect. We have the kill spell next turn anyway. We still have the cruise. Or no, they use the cruise? Oh, no, they haven't used the cruise yet. Okay, now they've used the cruise. Alright, Prankster. Complete whiff. Nope, they give up. Sick. Cool. Okay. One lander, no thank you. Okay, again we're stuck with a high land count, but again, FOMO helps smooth us over, so we'll keep and drop a swamp here. Start on the cliffs and hope that FOMO gets us there with a pretty reasonable cycle. Weirdly enough, we are probably cycling a land here. Actually, given that this looks like it's Azorius something, yeah. Alright, let's see if we can bait out removal. I doubt they're going to use it, but at least try to. Let's get some damage in. And then, since we do have a second Fable, we'll just go ahead and slam the first one. Definitely not able to pay for no more lives. Alright. Let's hope that they don't have another counterspell. They do. They had both of their No More. They had 2 of 4 No More Lies in hand. That's pretty impressive for a control deck. Then again, when you get 3 of your Fable of the Mirror Breaker, you know? Okay, cool. So now what that does is it ensures Emperor's not coming down this turn at least. Cool, get lost. You got it. Alright, Narset. Narset's kind of rough here. We don't really like that she can turn off our draw. And Fatal Push is a dead card, which is really crummy. Yeah, this is a... Playing against Control is usually a rough game 1, but post-board it's much, much better. Okay, cool. Actually, even though it's overkill, I am still going to cast with Bargain, so that way I can get a Scry here. Cool. That's exactly what we want. Deluge. It's unfortunate we haven't found a castle yet. Castle would be keeping us in the game assuredly. Interesting. Oh, yeah, they wanted to get rid of that. Another deluge, sure. Alright, yeah, you resolved your Teferi. I'm not going to do anything here. For Azorius Control, obviously the 4 push come out. The Torch. The Heartless Act. And a Bloodletter. Coming in is exactly what you'd expect. 3rd Duress. 2 Misery Shadow for some pressure. 2 Go Blank to destroy the hand, and 2 Obs for to try and resolve under a bunch of things. And this is again going to be one of those hands that's going to be fixed by Fable. We do have an early attacker, which is good. I mean, I shouldn't be betting on Fable resolving, but actually, especially with a mull to 6 here, that's good for us. There may actually be some argument to Duress here. Oh, we have nothing. We're not really drawing cards at this moment, so don't really have to worry about that. Let's play the Verge and power up. Hit for 4. Yeah, given that we knew that they would resolve the Narset. Oh, they found another Emperor. Good for them. Alright. Attack Narset. Alright, and now we just resolve the Fable under them, and we're picking it. I'd like to get rid of the Takenuma here. I don't really like where it's positioned. Yep. I mean, we were expecting Emperor here. Rated 2/2. Okay, so here we are going to... I mean, here we're going to go blank anyway. So let's just put on the pressure. And I will happily... Alright, so they kept Fountain Port. I'll happily have them exile the... Yep, they did. Cool. Only 2 cards. They play the Fountain Port, so they are face up right now. Oh shoot, I forgot to play my land last turn. That's fine. Sure, they are empty-handed. Farewell and Iganja. That's not the best here anyway. Alright. So I'm assuming here they're gonna make... Okay, they make a treasure. Alright, cool. No cards. All they have is their Fountain Port draw if they want. red. Draw a card. Didn't do anything. Yeah, I don't want to play FOMO because I don't want to get rid of FOMO. I really want to try and resolve Bloodletter. Alright, Deluge. Cool. They found a way to find cards, but I still don't think they're in the best shape. Honestly, I'm probably not even gonna try and resolve FOMO. I think FOMO's kind of not what we want to be doing right now. Alright, cool. They have a Field of Ruin to get rid of Mutavaults. Yep. Oh, they got rid of Castle here. Okay, that's smart on them. I mean, that just means that they're wide open. So, yeah, I'm just gonna get rid of the FOMO here, try and draw untapped land, but... Alright, so we are definitely copying the Bloodletter. Yeah, because this presents lethal. Sure. Yep. Cool. Nice and clean. Get rid of their hand, all that fun stuff. Alright, now that we're on the draw, we really want to have some hand hate here. That'd be really helpful for clearing the way for my spells. Again, alright, this is a hand that we want to use FOMO to smooth. So we'll keep and drop the Verge. We're going to start here. Yep. Man, it's not like we don't have 7 pieces of hand hate in the main, but you know. Alright, second FOMO is an easy ditch here, assuming it resolves. Sick. Alright, basically every turn we're just gonna poke them before we do anything. See if we can bait out something. Or, you know, just Thoughtseize them. No more lies get lost. Okay, so we take the counter spell. Get lost is annoying because it can kill the Bloodletter, but honestly that's fine. I mean, they're going to be able to Deluge. So, No More Lies is gone. So they have 2 lands, Deluge, Farewell, Get Lost. I'm assuming here they're either going to get lost or they're going to crack the clue. You got it. Cool. Get in again. Yeah, I think here we get rid of Deluge. I will happily bait out Emperor here. Sure. Yep. Alright, so a plus. Yeah, they're gonna... Okay, interesting. Three mana up. Have 3 of their 5 cards. No, 3 of their 4 cards. Alright, once again, healed through the turn. Sure. I'm surprised they aren't getting the Fable lost here. Okay. Alright, so yeah, they played this and this, so we know that they have to get lost in hand. So let's just cast Ritual Chamber. I'm gonna have some interesting choices here. Alright. So I know this means we can't cast the Bloodletter, but I think this is more important. Sure. Alright, so I have no hand now. Flash in a new Emperor. No, because I can double spell next turn. Sure, make a friend. Cool. So now I have 2 3/3s. Yeah, if you want to exile the slasher here, that's fine. Yeah. Boot it up. Blocking. Yeah, if they want to exile the demon, gain some life, that's fine. I'll take 6, that's fine. Okay. Having a farewell in that card was pretty good for them. Cool. Attack their emperor. Perfect. Another land. Well, I mean, they have the Emperor, but, like, they're also stuck top. I mean, still kind of top decking. Narset's helpful. Oh, and they found a March, great. Which they don't care, they can pump to Oblivion. Two lands in a row. Okay, so I'm gonna take... Oh, just Leyline. Sure. I don't know how useful that is, but okay. Another Narset. Deluge. Ah, wow, we flooded so hard. Again, like... This deck doesn't need more than 24 lands. It really doesn't. It floods so frequently, weirdly enough, but, you know. Yes, I'll take the die roll. They have a companion to reveal, and that's why it's taking so long. Yeah, they do. Okay, so they have 7. Yeah. So if it's a Jeggy, I'm kind of assuming this is Rakdos prowess. So this will be good to get an insight into their hand. Oh, just kidding. It's a bunch of okay. This is Transmog. Yeah. Well, sure. Surprisingly not taking it out with Fatal Push. Thank you for turning this on, friend. Sure. Like, I don't get it. It's Flood Screw. Like, ugh. Variance is rough. Okay, they just bought Jeggy. Sure. I kind of just need to get additional cards. This is kind of insane. Like, it's 24 land deck. There should be no reason why I found like 8 lands and 4 spells. Okay, turn off auto yields. Turn off auto yields. Sure. Yeah. Hit you. Thank you. I wouldn't be surprised to see a Bitter Triumph here. No, draw a card. Sure. Yeah, they get rid of a couple of lands that they don't need. This is frustrating. I mean, they didn't have Fountain Port earlier, but they've gone through a reasonable amount of their deck. Okay, cool. Case. I wonder if they're gonna do Case into. No, they're not. Oh my lord. Yep, Bitter Triumph. And they discarded a land. Sure, go to 10. Y'all are seeing this, right? This kind of flood? Like, I literally can't even draw a castle anymore because the flood is so bad. Like, it's ridiculous. Yeah, so they're gonna hit me for 6 here? "24 lands, y'all." This would be completely different. Like, if I was on the 25, 26, like, I'd still be frustrated, but not like this. Okay, I will look at what they have and concede. That's insane. Alright. So, Transmog's supposed to be a good matchup. You know, as long as we don't flood. So, yeah. Interestingly enough, we take out a couple of Duress. In this matchup, we kind of want to play a little bit of the control. It's better for us to kill their... It's better for us to kill their creatures than it is for us to, you know, try and take out the thing. Alright, so yeah, the plan here is Ob for grind, a Braid and Torch for removal, keep in the Fatal Pushes, and all that fun stuff. Yes, I'll definitely go first here. Watch, it's gonna give me like 7 spells here. Because I drew so many lands last game. It didn't. Good. Alright, so we have... It's a great opener. I think we're dropping Edict on the FOMO. Yeah, we don't play into the Fatal Push here. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so we'll drop both of these. Okay. Yep. Very obvious push. Draw with Bankbuster. I think we're actually going to be patient on the Ob, and we're going to use a Fable, a token copy for Fable. Sure. Alright, let's see what they do here. I'm guessing they make a fish. pretty screwed up there. Yeah, they have more cards in hand, but I'm pretty confident that the Ob is going to be able to help us get there. That's exceptionally awkward play pattern on their part. Okay, Forge. It'll push. Yep, that's fine. No. Cool. Yep. Too much value here. They're not finding what they need. Alright, let's keep going. Yeah, they're a Thoughtseize deck. I think we just have to keep. Yep. Exactly. Kind of just have to keep here. I'm assuming they're prepped for the combo, it looks like. Oh, that's a great top deck there. Probably, yep, takes Fable. A turn late Thoughtseize bug, but we'll take it. Okay, so they only have one Atraxa left in their deck. That's good for us. Yeah, they ditched the Blackcleave Cliffs because they probably want untapped land here. Are you Fatal pushing right away? Yes. Oh, makes sense. And you scribe to the bottom. Got it. You got a case. think I have to just keep Fatal Push up, just in case. Alright, you may do your thing here. Spicy. So yeah, they're gonna have their tutor next turn. Sure, start with the token. Assuming they either have a way to get rid of... This is just... Path of Peril? Oh, this is just hard cast attracts it. Okay, so they didn't even... This is spicy. Cool. So what are they keeping? So, Bitter Triumph, Fable, Ridge, and Transmog. Nice. So next turn we can unlock a Writ. Yeah. So yeah, they're probably just going to get in for a ton of damage. Pretty normal. Not surprised there. But we're going to be able to Heartless Act and make our friend, which should keep us in the game here. Definitely not blocking. Okay, so I'm just gonna keep this all. They have to take out Bloodletter. Like, they can't not do that. I can also just see them, yeah. Cast Bitter Triumph. Discarding Haunted Ridge. Done. Fable, Transmog. Alright, this is a really tight game. Holy crap. Alright, so what do they get here? They get a case, Thoughtseize, Fatal Push. Oh, whoops. Fine. Oh, fuck! That's fine. I missed it, but that's fine. Cool. We've won the knock on wood. We've done a good job with the die roll. Okay, so this is another companion deck because they are taking a while. So let's see who they have. Alright, friend. Yep, Jeggy. Alright. So Jeggy doesn't actually give me anything precisely. I hate doing this. I mean, draw one land and Fable's online. And we have the turn 1 Seize, so we'll know what we're up against. Turn off auto yields. Turn off auto yields. And yeah, they're at 6 too, which is huge for us. Okay, so this is the really fucking annoying deck. Fatal Push I don't care about right now. None of my stuff dies to it except for the Fable token. My assumption is that they're probably going to play whichever... I mean, they have a 1-drop. But, oh, they only have 1 land. Interesting. I think it's a hero, because it represents the most damage over time. Like, I don't mind taking a bit of damage off of a... off of a Swift Spear. Especially if I'm able to take their 1 way to draw cards. We may just get there because they had a greedy opener. Thoughtseize bug. We ate it here. And they're stuck on 1 land, so that's not great for them. Alright, land off the top. We are going to play the Slasher here. Thank God. And I don't mind missing land next turn to play the Fable. Mostly because, yeah, like, Kumano's in play. Slasher's not really great. Like, Slasher will trade. That's huge. And honestly, like, we're trading with the Swift Spear. I guess fine. I got 1 turn buff. Cool. So we're pretty stabilized here. They can Fatal Push the Goblin Shaman to make sure that they do get through, but I don't know how good of a call that is. Oh, Ancestral Anger. Cool. No, this is a great hand. Yield through. Dang. Gone through a lot of cards and found only 1 land. 2 lands! There you go, bud. Alright, so I'm assuming here... Okay, mouse, got it. They shouldn't attack here. Cool. We're leaving you back. That was a nice top deck. Yep. You're like, no thank you. Okay, so, yeah, this is Rakdos Fling. Alright, so, contrary to what most people do, I do like pulling out Duresses here because the Calisel Sword's just absurdly powerful, and I want to make sure I can get rid of it. Heartless Act's really awkward when they are making a lot of counters, and then Annex is slow and dangerous, and Bloodletter is a little overkill. Bring in to Abrade the Pyroclasm, the Meat Hook, the Hidetsugu, and the Torch. As you can tell, removal, sweepers, all that stuff, I'm just trying to drain them of resources, and then I'll win in the grind game because I should be able to remove their stuff before, you know, they can convert. Yeah, it's pretty funny how post-board against these aggro matchups, it tends to be a more red-based deck than before. Just because of the removals, frankly, a little bit better for what I need. I mean, it's awkward, but I think I just have to keep because, okay, they've mulled a 6 anyway, so I just probably instantly kill a mouse. Yeah, because the mouse can get out of range. We definitely want a Pyroclasm before they get, before we get Fable in play. You know what? I will Pyroclasm this guy on his own because he's very powerful. Oh. Sure. Alright, they are not doing so hot here. I'm assuming they only kept it 2 lands because their deck can survive off of 2 lands. What'd you like, friend? I'm assuming you probably take Fable, because Fable's the way I guarantee up to 4. Yeah. Now you know never to go wide. No. Yield. Sure. Hero. Anger. Yeah, they're just trying to make sure it's out of range. Put up the best blocker we can. I really don't care about trading here, because I just can't let this hero get too big. I haven't bought Jeggy yet, so... Sure. You have anything else? Cool. I'll take 6. That's fine. Mono. We have one card left. Eyes Jaggy. Nice. I think, yeah, we just get in your hand here. Okay, they just give up. They're like, nope, I'm fucked. Cool. Nice. Nice. Alright. Knock on wood. Let's try and get this last one. Alright, losing the die roll. Oh, they have a Thalia here. I kind of hope that they're not humans. I really don't like playing humans, but you know. Yeah. They mulligan to. Sure. We'll keep. It's actually a big game that they did that. We'll just keep the combo and the card draw. This Duress might actually be huge. As long as they're not a creature deck, this Duress is going to do so much work. Might literally put them out of the game. Oh. Just kidding, this is probably Azorius Humans. Might be absolutely boned here. I'm genuinely assuming I'm getting nothing here. We got something! And they have no other lands. Oh. No land. Exile one card from my graveyard, that's fine. Cool, we got our third land here. Doesn't look like they got a land. Okay. Nice. Sure. Yeah. What's great is that Slasher effectively acts as a removal spell. The fact that it's hexproof is kind of insane. I'm assuming they're probably playing Thalia's Lieutenant here. Yep. Make them bigger. They have nothing to... Cool. Sack a non-token. Yep. That's why I assume they'd keep the big guy. Yeah, if they don't have a follow-up play here. Another one. Cool. Alright, give me a land off the top, please. Sure. That's kind of insane. So if they... Ah, okay. Yep, Adeline. Adeline's gonna be real fun here. Honestly, pretty impressed. Only 3 lands in 14 cards. Yep, Adeline. Happily trade. Give me a land, please. That works. Okay, so I'm taking a bunch of damage coming up, but... Oh my lord! The fact that I've found both of my Duresses before the 4th land and a Thoughtseize is kind of nuts. Wait, did... Oh, wow. That's actually kind of legit. Make a flying slasher. Finally. Yep. Cool. Present the lethal threat. Alright, for humans, Duress is awful. Bye-bye. Duress comes out, Event comes in, Meathook comes in, Pyroclasm comes in, Torch comes in. They usually have counter synergies, so I'm pretty sure I'm taking out the Heartless Act. Oh yeah, and the Edicts. Yeah, so my 2 mana removal is actually really bad against them anyway. And then 1 of each of the top end. So yeah, the 2 Event, Meathook, Pyroclasm, 2 Abrade, and Torch. All of my 2-drops are red. That's fine. What's unfortunate about this matchup is that they're typically on odds, which is really, really rough for us because our big guy is on odds. Honestly, I need cheap ways to deal with Thalia. Thalia's the worst problem for this deck anyway. Just because there's a lot of... I mean, there's a lot of creatures as well, but there's a lot of non-creatures that I want to be able to deal with. One lane. Definitely mulligan. Four lands, no removal, but a bunch of ways to cycle. So we'll keep this. We will ditch the Verge. Basically, we're going to use FOMO to be able to Give me a removal spell off the top, please. That time it was a scry bug, basically. Kind of doesn't matter what they do, we're blocking FOMO. And there's nothing in Graveyard's Friend. There's no way they kept... Good. Yeah, I was about to say, there's no way they kept a one-lander. Yeah. Oh, so just 2 1-drops. That tells me that they probably have some really solid 3s. Yeah, we're... Okay, cool. Oh, just Wedding. Cool. That's actually not... I mean, Wedding's a really freaking good card against us, but... Honestly, I would rather play against a Wedding Announcement than an Adeline right now. We're just on defense right now. So we're definitely dropping the Blazemire Verge and probably one other creature here. What sucks is that they are going to get a boost, which is not going to be fun for us, but, you know. Okay, they have... All their dudes are getting bigger. Okay. Yeah, I'll happily trade. Yes, drop the Verge. Oh, lordy, second Wedding. Alright, so we do have a flipped Fable first. Let's just take everything out here. only getting one more human here. Be able to fatal push the Mutavault with a counter. That's kind of the hope here. Friend, you can do stuff. Alright, 5th land. Sure. Oh boy. Yeah, I think we just ran out of cards here. We haven't found any of our top end either, which is really what gets us over the line in this matchup. They're trying to figure out if they want to draw a card here or make another dude. Interesting. Yep, I'll take 10. Kinda have to. Alright, that's game. Yeah, Reflector Mage is a really freaking good card. I'm still good with this. This still feels right. Pyroclasm literally came at the wrong time. I could have probably held on to it for a turn and played something else that would have survived the Pyroclasm, but honestly, I'm kind of... You know, is what it is. Alright, let's hope we don't have to mold a 6. Again. Come on, Fran. Definitely keep. Pyroclasm is really good. It's awkward that I do have to go to 18, but Pyroclasm should be able to, like, stave off any early pressure, which is huge. And I do have ways to filter anyway. We're probably using FOMO to ditch Unholy Annex. Because it's realistically against aggro, I always think of it as a 5-drop, and honestly, a 5-drop is not something you're gonna cast very often against an aggro deck. But yeah, one of the most amazing things about this deck is like the only things in your deck that dies to Pyroclasm is your Fable token, the two sides of Fable, the Fable token and the backside. Everything else has 3 toughness, so your Fomos live, your Slashers live, of course all of your big guys live. Alright, I'm assuming they're naming dragons here, you know? No, that... Ugh. Of course they're naming human. They do have a friend coming in. Sure. Oh, that's rough for us. I do think we want to at least cycle here. We want to get closer to our 3rd land drop. Doesn't seem like they have anything here, which is really good for us. So I'm gonna throw away the Thoughtseize. I don't like it here. No. Taking enough damage. I can poke. They don't have haste. Alright, they have a wedding. Yeah, this is a little bit intense. Just because we have this stare down. Yeah, I definitely want to use this. I want to get rid of both Bloodletters here. Let's wipe everything out. I mean, in theory, I could have FOMO'd to throw the Fatal Push in the graveyard, but I would rather, like, cast it on a following turn. And plus, we'll hopefully be able to push whatever they play off of Wedding, or at the worst, the Wedding token. We'll be able to push it. At best, yeah. Anyway, we're in a reasonable spot right now. I'd say the sweeping their board, and being able to hold up removal for their next play is really solid. I'm kind of surprised that they haven't done anything else. Oh, sure. That makes sense, honestly. Get lost on the Fable. They don't want it to flip because of the combo. But that puts them only at three cards in hand. So most likely, Extraction Specialist, sure. Because we have sorcery, creature, enchantment in the graveyard, so whatever we get, like, we're going to, I mean, if it's a land, it's unfortunate, but if we do, reveal. No? Do it on this one. Now we'll put it in the graveyard. We'll hit you. Now we start racing because we have extra combats. So they're double blocking one. Will not attack. We need blockers. Oh. Now, FOMO just draws us a card. In some respects, binning the Annex... Oh. Sick. They just gave up. We got it. Cool. Alright, so... What was that? Yeah, so that was a 4-1 league. Not too bad. Really close to the 5-0 had we not flooded super bad against control. But yeah, so I really like my split of small creature, or I really like my sweeper split here. So we have sweepers, we have removal, we have 5 sweepers, 3 removal spells, and then 7 cards for typically grindier matchups, or matchups where they make sense. We also have, I mean, the 24 lands, I really like the split. We have 8 swamps, so very consistently we'll have Blazemire Verge on latest, like turn 3 or 4. And frankly, we have so many, we have, like 10 other red sources, so the likelihood of needing it is pretty low. Main deck feels good. The One of Torches come in clutch multiple times as a small creature removal spell. It can exile phoenixes, etc. FOMO still, like, continues to prove itself. The multiple combats, the filtering it gives you to be able to cycle through your deck quicker. I'll stand by this card. I know a lot of folks are playing Harvesters. I think that this card is the truth. And yeah, I really think it does a lot for the deck. I like the Heartless Act. I'll kind of go back and forth as we're seeing more or less, what is it? Archfiends? I might swap it for a Go for the Throat. Depending on the meta, I can also see Sheoldred, one of your Sheoldred's edicts being a Bitter Triumph. Did you go through your deck fast enough? You have a reasonable amount of life gain. Like, you can... Typically, the downside of Bitter Triumph's not the end of the world. Yeah. Obviously, your 4-ofs in Slasher, Fable, Annex, and Bloodletter are really important. 2 Archfiends as closers, helping a lot of matchups is great. Yeah. I really like the 75. And I hope y'all understand, why I'm really interested in it. Still figuring out the sideboard guide as we're going to continue playing and iterating on the deck, but for now, honestly, in Duskmourn Pioneer, this is how I would run with Rakdos Demons. So yeah, hope y'all enjoyed the video. Yes, we didn't 5-0, but we were really dang close. Just a bit of flooding didn't really help us. Go ahead and like, subscribe, comment, share, all that good stuff. Really trying to, grow the channel and just make this another fun outlet for creativity, playing Magic, etc. And also just sharing some of my deck building process as well as deck choices with all y'all, because I wouldn't say I'm the most conventional person with deck choices. I tend to not like the biggest thing in the meta. I always like to kind of like tweak and do some other things. And yeah, I think I'll really put this to the test again, and I'm gonna try and hit Mythic because I am in Diamond right now on Arena in Explorer. I'm gonna go ahead and use this 75 to get there, and that video should be up for y'all at the end of the week on Thursday. Yeah, so yeah, until then, see y'all soon. Thanks for watching. Peace.